Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day and that you find yourself in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being most important. Today we're going to talk about how to live your best life. And like I always say, when we're in the second act or our back 40, however you want to put it, but retirement, you should be always living your best life, because what did you work so hard to achieve? What did you work so hard for? It definitely wasn't to just sit around and die, that's for sure. So it's how to live your best life no matter what those naysayers, and there's lots of them that have plenty to say, tell you. So the one thing, although I feel like my list is very long, that drives me insane is when people chime in on how you should live your life. The person telling you what you should do and how you should need to do it may have your best interest at heart, I would hope to say, but they can't really truly know what's best for you. Only you can. That's why I always say what's good for you might not be good for me, and what's good for me might not be good for you. So often we do have big goals, which we should, for retirement, that we want to accomplish. Places we want to go, things we want to do. It can be shocking how many times people will try to talk you out of your dreams.
Right, because it's like they got nothing else better to do but to talk you out of your destiny, because perhaps they don't have one.
Exactly. A lot of people, I think, just can't see out of the box. That's why I say live outside the box that they grew up with. It could be that they just get caught in that, I say, recessive, like repetitive hamster wheel. They're used to it. They live where they live. They don't know anything else. They don't want to know anything else. They don't have any desire to travel. They don't have any desire to live any differently. And this is why we talk so much about forgetting what we think that we know and try to live outside that box to see different possibilities, different trails. We talk about trailblazing a lot, and possibly different ways to live. That's truly, truly the way to really live your best life. So, of course, we're not going to talk about a problem without solutions. Here are some solutions to help you deal with others and their opinions on your life. Ready for that?
Let's do it.
Okay. And if you have an opinion about my life, please raise your hand and then put it over your mouth. Just kidding. Remember that you can regret what you haven't tried more than the learning experiences of failures.
Right, because there's a lot of people that are following this channel and other YouTube channels, and they are coulda, shoulda, woulda people.
Yeah. You can't truly learn unless you failed. Some of the most important people in the world have failed, and that is what got them to gain great wealth, great happiness, great peace. So remember, you can regret what you haven't tried more than the learning experience of failures. Next one, don't let people make you feel guilty for living the life that you want and the way that you want to live it.
Right. And just like she was talking about failure, because in failure comes success. That's a mystery a lot of people never see, is the successful part because of failure.
Well, they don't see the failures. They see the success. That's the problem. They see the end, but they didn't see the struggle to get to the end of the race. But on to part 2. Don't let people making you feel guilty for living the life you want. You've always got those people that, like, especially when we announced that we were moving to Portugal on the channel, they just were guilting us into, well, why aren't you staying? You should stay. This is what I think you should do. And I just had to sit back and go, oh, raise your hand? Okay, then put it over your mouth, because I'm going to do what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to, basically backpack through Europe. Not literally, but I want to go through Europe and I want to enjoy my life. And why shouldn't I? We worked very hard. We raised 5 children between the 2 of us. And it's time for, I call it the second act. I'm ready to go on and live my best life. So no one's going to guilt me I'm not a guilt player. That doesn't work with me. No one's going to insult me into it. No one's going to bully me into it. We always have to try to live our best, most authentic life. And nobody should ever guilt you into living how they think you should live.
Well, you got one life, and it's your life and not theirs. So
exactly.
There it is.
Exactly. In the end, you're the one that's going to have to sit there and deal with that. Also, remember with that one life that you've worked hard in that life, and you work to get to that point where you can actually enjoy your life, and the life you work so hard to build. So some of us, we toil, we go in from weeks to months, and it just flies by, and we say, where is all the time gone? How many of you guys can raise your hand to that one? You just get up one day and say, wow, 5 years has passed, 10 years has passed. I'm now closer to my retirement. So live your life. Enjoy good meals. A drink with loved ones and friends. We all lost so much during this time, and people that haven't we seen how much loss can happen. Why not live your best life? I'm just saying, like, the kids kind of have it right when they say, you know, live your life. You only have one life. But above all, dream big and work hard to accomplish what you want.
And this is your choice. You can't let nobody make it for you.
Yes.
You got to make that decision for yourself and what's best for you and not what's best for others. Because for the most part, a lot of us have lived for other people. But when you come into retirement, now it's time to live your best life in your best dream, so you don't have to be sitting there saying, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
And how many people did you work hard to make their life the way that you thought that they wanted it, but it affected your life? And then what did they do for you? Because I don't see them here. I see you and me.
Yeah, I see
and
me
the cat.
and me. It's almost like a puppet show. You know what I'm saying? After the circus closed, you on your own.
Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, you're working so hard to please others. You're working so hard to live this life for other people. And in the end, it's going to be your four walls and whoever you choose to put into those four walls with you, your significant other, children, whatever. So sometimes we just have to say, it's me time, and it's okay to have me time, especially when you're into retirement, because you've worked so hard for everyone else. Why not enjoy it? Don't let them make you feel guilty over it.
Right. And also, you can make new friends, because there's a lot of people all over the world that's waiting to be your friend and waiting to meet you.
Exactly.
So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life is to be enjoyed.
Yes. So always make sure to hit that subscribe, hit notifications, give this and all videos a thumbs up, because hitting that subscribe and hitting that thumbs up helps us change that algorithm so we can bring you great, accurate information. And like I always say, all information is underneath every video in case you need anything answered. But if it's specific questions, hit up that one-on-one consultation, get a membership, or just say thanks by hitting that happy hour button.
So, until the next video,